So I just got in from work and look, my package is here. So guess what? My plants are gonna be happy now. So I got in and guess what? I just saw my package, it's right here. And I know my plants are gonna be as happy as a lark. Now, I'm just gonna go change and get straight into mixing my chemical and starting this hydroponic. Look at these, they're just rearing to go. Look at them right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my thing right now. Catch you in a minute. So I've finally gotten all the items that I need for this gardening. See, I have the sponge, I have the nutrient in here, and another nutrient in my bag. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it out the wrapper, mix the solution in the water, and go ahead and transplant my tomatoes. Now, I'll be showing you step by step how it goes. Continue to follow the progress of the tomatoes or the garden. We've got the package right there with the chemicals, and I have the noodle, and that is the pool noodle that I'll be using to plant these tomatoes. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and start unpacking everything, mixing the chemical, filling the bucket with water, and let you see the process. Here we go. So this one is the plant food, and this one is the, so you can see the plant food right there, liquid plant food, and it says right there aeroponics and hydroponics, see right there. And the other one is the pH tester. And as you can see, I bought them from pH meter. I bought them from Amazon. And it came real quick. It came overnight. So now that I have my solution and my pH tester, I'm gonna put them to the side. And what I'm gonna do is, with this pool noodle, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut it like so. And this is the portion where I'm gonna be sticking that tomato plant into, and then this piece I'm gonna be putting it in the bucket like so. Just like so. And as you can see, it's got a hole in it. And of course, what's gonna happen is, once I put the tomato plant in there, it's still gonna have a little bit of hole so insect can get into it. So I will not allow that to happen. So what I will do is, I will definitely go ahead and ensure that I put something in there to block that hole up, so that you won't have insects or mosquitoes or anything going in there and then basically breeding in the water. Because you know, if the mosquitoes get in there and get in the water, lay their eggs in there and the larvae is in there, then we have mosquitoes all over the place, and we don't want that. So there we go, right there, pretty much. That's one. And I'll have to cut more for the rest.
press the one.
Okay. Now once I get all these in, I can just go ahead and use a knife to just kind of cut the outside like so, and let it sit in there properly so you won't have the edges hanging out pretty much. Now when I'm done, I'll just cut all of them just like that, and then next thing is to mix my solution, put it in a bucket, and get my plants. So now I have one bucket complete. Next step is going to be mixing the solution, put it in a bucket, and then transplant tomato in it. Now we have the stack right there. So the next step is to go ahead and get the solution ready, and then open up these containers, put the solution in it, and of course plants in these holes. And there's the plant just waiting. It's the tomato that I'll be transplanting today. Now the directions on the solution are right here, and I'll read them out to you. And the ingredients in the solution are nitrogen, calcium, magnesium, sulfur, boron, copper, iron, manganese, zinc, and phosphate. Those are the ingredients of this solution. And again, you can see right there where it says hydroponic and aeroponic fertilizer right there. For best result, add 1 tablespoon to a quart of water, or 5 milliliters to 1 quart of water. And since I'm using 5-gallon buckets, I'll be using 3 gallons, which is going to be 12 quarts of water. So therefore, it's going to be 12 tablespoons. And that will last for 2 weeks per bucket. It is recommended that the pH of the water be between 5 and 6. So that's the reason for that pH tester. So now I've got my water, and I have 3 gallons of water right here in this container right there. There's 3 gallons of water. And before I actually mix my chemical, I'm going to test the pH of this water. Now, as you know, pH is potential hydrogen, and anything lower than 7 is acidic, and anything above 7 is alkaline. So, of course, we have our meter right here, a reader. And right now, I'm gonna have to calibrate it before I can test the water. I have all my instructions here so that I know what I'm doing. So when it's first calibrated, or for first calibration, it's just gotta sit in the water for 5 minutes, and after 5 minutes, take it out, wait a minute, and then press to see what the reading is. So now that we've tested the pH of the water, and it is actually 5.9, we can go ahead and start mixing the chemical. Again, it is 1 teaspoon to a gallon of water. If you got a beaker or something that is graduated that gives you the readings, you can actually go ahead and use that to measure out your chemical. If not, you can do exactly what I'm doing right here, which is using a teaspoon to measure it out. And again, since I have 3 gallons of water, and it's 4 quarts per gallon, and it's 1 per gallon, 1 per quart, I'm going to be measuring out 12 of these teaspoons of chemical. So that's 12, and that will last for 2 weeks. Now I'm just gonna mix it up a little bit. Now I'm going to go ahead and transfer the solution into this bucket right here. Pouring it in there will also help to mix the solution. So there we go. Now the next step, and it's a delicate step, is to remove the plants and to get rid of all of the soil that's on the plant, and then insert it into this area right here. put it in a bottle, and then I'm going to put some water in there, swish it around to get all the soil from the plant. Just swish it around a bit to wash off the plant essentially, so that when I'm done with it, there's no soil left in it. And this is root, still a little bit of soil, so I'm going to swish it around a little bit more. And as you know, these plants are delicate, so just got to be mindful of that. Alright, so now here's a plant with no soil, and I'm going to go and insert it into the container. Trying my best not to break it off. Now once the plant is inserted into the container, like so, I just ensure that the roots are not in the water. It's like right above the water, so that it will actually pull the nutrients from the water into its roots and into the plant itself, which is the reason why you have to ensure that you monitor and ensure that there is enough solution in these buckets at all times. Once I do all 4 in this bucket, I'll put the cover on, then I'll stack another bucket on top of it like so, and do the same thing until we have all 3 stacked up and planted and posted up against the wall over there. So now we have our stack of buckets, as you can see right there. And we can get closer and you can see the plants hanging out of the bucket. So now, as it was with the planting of the seeds, the sowing of the seeds, it's just a waiting game now to see how well these plants will take off. I put a little tiny one in there, right there. The rest of them are pretty decent size. And again, on this side, I have another little tiny one right there also. So it's just for me to kind of gauge them to see how much they're thriving. As you can see, you might be wondering why I did it at nighttime. It's because I got home from work and I saw the solution that came from Amazon that I ordered, and that's the reason for me going ahead and doing all of this at nighttime. But overall, I got it done. Tomorrow it's back to work again, and throughout the coming days and weeks, I'll be monitoring the system progress, and hopefully, like I say, within months I'll be reaping tomatoes, some beefy tomatoes, and some lettuce as well. But as you know, like I say, it's an experiment. I've seen it on TV, I've seen it on YouTube, and this is my experiment to see how this hydroponic garden is gonna come off. And of course, again, like I say, if it goes down well, I'll definitely go into a larger scale farming. And of course, this is just a backyard garden, as you know, but we'll see how it goes. Now, I just want to say thank you for one of you who stayed on and watched the video. Thank you so much. Thank you. Please give it a thumbs up. And just as always, in the comment box, leave a comment stating what you like or dislike about the videos and the content, as well as, like I say, if there's something that you would like to see on this channel, just give me an idea and I'll try to make it happen. Right now here in Texas, so most of the video that I'll be showing will be coming from areas close to Killeen, where I'm actually at. Now, coming up soon, I'll be venturing out again. As you know, I travel a lot. I like traveling, so I'll be traveling. And when I say travel, it could be local as well as it could be international. So it might just be down the road to San Saba or down to Kerrville, or who knows, maybe to another state, New York, New England. But stay tuned. And again, thank you so much for your support. I really, really appreciate it. Until such time, so long. So for 5 minutes, go ahead, press the on off button, and then you get your reading.